Welcome to Tea with Jay. I am your host, Jerica Wortham, and today we are joined by none other than the vocal sensation herself, Miss Alexandria. How goes it, darling?
Hi. Great. I'm doing really well.
I love to hear it. And listen, I almost said Allie, and I know we're moving into new seasons, and honey, it is Alexandria.
It is Alexandria, yes.
Tell me about it.
So I feel like when it comes to my name, I've actually decided to go ahead and just move forward with my real name being my stage name. And so for the longest time since I'm born and raised in Tulsa, everyone calls me Allie. Allie Momo, Allie Cat, whatever they prefer. And it's just super personable. And I would like for my name to be more professional. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go by my real name and everyone is gonna call me by my real name. Unless we're close, of course. There's that relationship that, you know, allows them to call me Allie, but we're moving forward with Alexandria.
Yes.
And I like it. It's grown, it's sexy,
it is.
It's free. It's Alexandria. It's beautiful.
I love it with an I.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. Mm-hmm. I love that. Listen, you have been absolutely busy this past year, this past 365. Mm-hmm. I've seen you with your hands in all the things.
Yeah.
Let's start first with Little Shop of Horrors. Rewind, honey.
Yes.
Tell us about this experience.
It was actually a lot of fun. So before Little Shops, I was in Dreamgirls, and that process, I found out about it like a month before the show. Someone quit. I had to learn literally the entire show within like a week. The dance moves, all that. And then with Little Shops of Horror, I had the opportunity to actually go through the process. So I auditioned, and I had to learn, the lines, all that. And it was amazing. A lot of work. It wasn't as bad as Dreamgirls when it comes to like the hustle and flow of things, but it was a lot of fun. It was great to be in another it wasn't an all black cast, but majority black cast. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So what is it like performing in front of these audiences night after night?
It can be a little daunting, to be honest. I have never been into musical theater, ever. I was the one, I didn't make fun of the kids in school, but I was the one that was like, that will never be me, ever. And when I actually put my toes in it and I decided to kind of just jump right in, I love it. I can't wait for another show to present itself so I can be a part of it.
And you were doing the thing. I mean, you all, the ladies, all of you were singing your faces off. Listen. It was just beautiful to witness. I'm just thankful that we had the opportunity. My children loved it. And my children are young. And so they sat through 3 hours. So to be able to keep young children engaged, you're doing a thing. And so kudos to you on that. And I know you're working on another project. Tell me about this.
So I have a couple things, but the first one is actually a podcast broadcast. I don't know what to call it yet. It's going through a lot of trial and error. When I initially decided to do it, I wanted it to actually be kind of like a table talk kind of thing where it's 3 women, we're just having conversation about some of the things that's just happening within our lives and within the society around us. And at first I was like, in order for this to work, it has to be these 2 girls to do it with me. And of course, when you try to get other people into what it is that you're doing, schedules, it's just kind of everywhere. And so I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to start it off with me.
Yeah.
And so the broadcast podcast is called Normalizing Conversations. And it's just based on a group of people having conversation. When you join or even listen in, I want you to imagine yourself sitting at a table with me and we are having conversation about some of the most realist, rawest things that is happening around us. So I've had a few. I've talked about musicianship since I do sing and have a band and stuff, but I also talked about something really, really deep, which is church hurt. I wish back then I would have changed it to church abuse because I feel like it's more abuse than anything, but it has made its rounds and I've had just an outpour of support from that, and it's been absolutely amazing. And if I'm honest, it was very scary at first to do because with my story, it involves a pretty big church. And so to put yourself out there, you feel like you're like risking it all.
Yeah.
But I'm so thankful that I did. It's been a great piece of even like my healing process. And that was part of the reason why I even said anything in the first place. I feel like God told me to do it. But then on top of that, I know that there's other people that have obviously been through or something similar to what I've been through. And I just want people to understand, like, you can walk out healing. This is what this looks like. And you can also find the courage and the boldness to tell your story as well, whatever that story may be. It may not be church, but whatever that story may be.
And and that's an interesting topic, especially because we're in Tulsa, right? We are Oklahoma is what the buckle, the buckle of that Bible belt.
A big one.
So, and as we think about being women of faith and, how did you balance the telling of your truth with, I guess not wanting to discourage people from the process.
Yes.
So how does your podcast, I guess, address that happening?
I actually give a disclaimer at the beginning, and I inform them like, hey, like, even though these traumatic experiences have happened to me, I still love God with all of my heart. He is so kind and just gracious and merciful to me. And I am a testimony of what healing and love looks like, because I feel like God has loved me back to life. When I had nowhere else to look, when I felt like I had nobody else to support me or even anybody else to call on, God was there to always listen to me and understand how I felt. And so with that, I just gave that disclaimer like, hey, this is me. I love God with all my heart. Is this mess crazy? Hell yes. Mm-hmm. But I am still walking in my fullness thereof. Yeah. Even when I don't feel like it, but I am. So, yeah.
So you talk about this being part of the healing journey. Mm-hmm. What have been other key pieces of your healing journey?
Yeah, music. Music has been a great piece to my healing journey. I write all the time. I had a moment where I had some writer's block, but it is my way of expressing myself. I tried journaling, I tried, meditating, I tried all those different things. But when I really get to work within my gifts, I feel incredible. So that's helped. And then also too, this may be a little weird, but I love roller skating. So I dabble in that a little bit. I'm not that good now. I'm not that good.
We're not roll bouncing yet.
No,
we're not
I still got the knee pads and the elbow pads.
We're not Usher gliding across in his sexy glide.
Not at all. Not at all. But it is one of my favorite things to do. And that helps with my healing process. And walking my dog. I know those are some simple things, but just getting some fresh air and being able to kind of just take in the world around me, not social media or whatever, but just being able to be present in the moment has been very healing.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a pit bull mix, actually.
Girl.
I know, she's big, but she thinks she's like 10 pounds. I don't know why pits are like that. I hear that's just how they are.
My world.
She's great, though.
What is your dog's name?
Her name is Autumn.
Autumn. I can dig it. I was wondering if you're going to have some
little dainty dog.
Not necessarily. Well,
like a little Yorkie or no, girl.
Cute little dog.
I mean, I didn't want her at first. I'll be honest. I actually went to the rescue to get her, and when I went, I was going for a small dog. And ended up getting her. The lady came and was like, well, we have a wild card, and brought her out. And I said,
not a wild card?
Yes. I said, she's big. And she was a year old. But I mean, like, it was as if like she found mommy forever. Oh. And she is the sweetest thing. I wish I could have brought her. She'd sit right here.
Oh. So we're into the music. Are we moving forward just in performances, in live performances? Do you see yourself recording any new projects?
Yes, actually. So I've recorded a lot of music, and due to fear, I haven't put anything out. But I told God, this is I know, girl. I got to get it together. But this is my I did it year. When Kamala was like, we did it, Joe. I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. So this is my year. But I'm actually working on an album. It is called Preconceived Notions. And it'll be like 12 to 14 songs. But I feel like the last 10 years of my life, I have struggled with other people's opinions about me, and no one truly knows who I am. And so this album gives everyone the opportunity to know who Alexandria Nicole is for real.
Yes.
And not from, what they've heard or may have experienced.
Yes,
in the
we
past.
have to bring you back to when this comes out, honey. I'm excited. Do you have any dates, or you just rolling with it?
Yep, just going with the flow. Going with the flow. So for now, I'm just kind of performing around town with my bands. We do a lot of private events, which is good. I like them, but I also want to get my face out there again. So,
honey, we can get your face out there. It's nothing but a word. Mm-hmm. You just said nothing but a word. So, I'm just proud of you. And I'm proud of you doing it, whether you are afraid. I'm proud of you navigating through your I did it year. I can't wait to see all the things that you do. But I want to know, my final question to you is, what is your why?
My why, honestly, my why would be just to create a space where people can visualize and find inspiration in their hardest moments, their hardest spaces in their lives, and find this place of serenity and healing through music. Music really is my heart, it's my passion, and I feel like when you listen to music, music really can grab a hold of you and change your entire mood. You could be at your lowest of lows and listen to something that matches your lowest of low and you're like, yes. Or you're at your lowest of low and you hear something like, I don't know, Golden from Jill Scott, and it just brings your day up. You know what I mean? And so that's one of my goals. I really just want people to feel and to be heard and to be seen through music, and find serenity and healing through music.
I'm here for it. Alexandria, I appreciate you coming and having this tea with us today. Again, shout out to My Tea Lounge with the teas for today. You have been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I look forward to ringing your bell to call you to do all of the things. It's going to be an amazing year.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We'll be back with a live performance.
Hoping that this love ain't over. Lying if I said it wasn't true. Hoping that this love ain't we. Can't stand away. Times of old and war, we rage. And please, don't stay in the rain. Come back in and tell me you feel the same. Hoping that this love ain't over. That's it.